Ladies and gentlemen, the G in Google now stands for Vizag, a proud proclamation from Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu as the tech giant announces its largest ever investment outside of the United States of America. This isn't just another deal. It's being hailed as India's single biggest FDI investment. Google's $15 billion, which is approximately 1.25 lakh crore rupees, will power its largest data center outside the US and mark the launch of India's first AI city. Naidu calls it a technological milestone of historic proportions, not just for Andhra Pradesh but for the entire nation. Listen in.
Today, Google has come to Visakhapatnam. We are very happy. According to me, we are in an inspiring time. Our Prime Minister has visualized vision Vikasit Bharat 2047. We can achieve well in advance.
The billion-dollar bonanza is now turning out to be a cause of neighbors' envy, owners' pride. After the landmark deal, JDS slammed Karnataka's Congress government, blaming inefficiency for Google choosing Andhra Pradesh. JDS highlighted how issues like potholes, garbage tax and basic infrastructure problems have meant loss of global mega investment deals in Karnataka. Cornered Karnataka IT Minister Priyanka Kharge went on to question the huge incentives offered by Andhra and raised doubts over the sustainability of the deal. Andhra Pradesh IT Minister Nara Lokesh, who has repeatedly tried to lure IT companies to his state, hit back. The reply was curt: if they are inefficient, what can I do? Simple. Nothing more to it. Listen in.
So I keep saying in double engine Sarkar, there are quite a few in the country, but there's only one double engine bullet train Sarkar, and that is in Andhra Pradesh. Yes, we are going to compete with other states. It's not a political slugfest. When states compete, India wins. So with a lot of clarity, thought we are competing with other states. If they are inefficient, what can I do? If their own industrialists are saying that the infrastructure is bad, there's severe power cuts, and they themselves are saying that, then they should first focus on attending to those problems rather than taking on me on Twitter.
So who are these voices who have been complaining? The ones that Nara Lokesh calls Karnataka's own, right from Mohandas Pai to Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, prominent Bengalurians have been repeatedly highlighting the infrastructural woes of Silicon City. Remember tech logistics firm Blackbuck? A few weeks ago, it had announced relocation from Outer Ring Road over poor road conditions. Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister had then dismissed their concerns, saying the government was least bothered about threats or blackmail. Now, when Biocon Chief red flags civic issues like garbage clearance and road resurfacing, once again, a defiant Deputy Chief Minister says no one can match Bengaluru. Doesn't matter that even today, a group of citizens threaten to stop paying property tax over crumbling infrastructure.
You can't match Karnataka, Bangalore infrastructure, Bangalore human resources. Then they are marketing themselves. Let them do whatever they want. Every day I am receiving how many leaders from different part of the world.
See, all these people, whether it's Mr. Pai, whether Mr. Kiran, they've all helped build Bangalore. And we rely on their expertise. Constructive criticism is always welcome. But bringing in negativity always definitely does not help anyone.
Brand Bengaluru is not the only one taking a hit. It is yet another opposition-ruled state, Tamil Nadu. A controversy is brewing over the 15,000 crore investment commitment from Foxconn, the world's largest contract mobile manufacturer. State's industry minister insists that discussions did happen for a project of that scale, but a statement from Foxconn to media outlets says no new investments were discussed. The opposition in Tamil Nadu is latching on to this, calling it a Dravidian lie and a shame for Tamil Nadu.
DMK is a party which survives only on lies. All their achievements are nothing but blatant lies. The Foxconn investment of 15,000 crores claimed by the Industries Minister TRB Raja stands exposed. Foxconn has refused the claim by the Tamil Nadu government.
Amid these interstate battles, Viksit Bharat has received a big vote of trust from the IMF. Despite tariff threats, International Monetary Fund has been revised upwards India's GDP growth forecast for the current fiscal to 6.6%. It is higher than its earlier estimate of 6.4% and has been spurred by strong growth offsetting the impact of US tariffs on Indian shipments. Earlier this month, the World Bank also raised India's growth forecast for the current fiscal to 6.5% from its earlier forecast of 6.3%. It said that the country is expected to remain the fastest growing major economy. While predicting a global slowdown, IMF chief has praised India, calling it key engine of world economic growth because it is powered by its very bold reforms.
Well, India, the most impressive thing India has done is policy reforms, tax reform, making it simpler, the digital infrastructure, which is public. It allows everybody to tap in and benefit from it. I am very upbeat on India because of this boldness with which they do things that others are telling them not possible.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question on the news hour tonight. Google in Andhra, IMF backs India. Time to bury dead economy pitch? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at night. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight with me is Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP. Also joining me tonight, Professor Jyotsna Tirunagri of the TDP. Welcome back to the News Hour after a gap, Jyotsna ji. Also joining me this evening, Suhail Seth, marketing guru, man who knows how these things work in the world. With me is also Amit Jamai of the Samajwadi Party. Joining me is RJD's spokesperson, who is Mr. Akram. Also, my first question going to my friend Ashwini Kumar Mishra, Congress leader, and Ashwini Kumar Mishra. There are two religions in this country, it seems. One is the religion of development that has been adopted by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and you're seeing that echoing. I know you're a little taken aback. I was talking about a religion of development and the religion of Modi Virod. Anti-Modi or Modi hate is one religion, development is the other religion. Modi ji is following the religion of development, $15 billion investments coming into India, largest ever outside the United States. IMF, World Bank increasing their forecast of growth for India, while the world economies seem to be slowing down. Yet you have a religion of potholes, khatakhat, states that are governed or rather misgoverned by you. Look at Karnataka and then Himachal Pradesh, where the court has to tell you that for your schemes, you can't take money from temples. That is one development model. The other, of course, demonstrated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Where do you stand on this, Ashwini Mishra?
Good evening, Navika ji. Good evening to you and your viewers and fellow panelists. I wish I could have agreed to the numbers you have given in your monologue, but I remember few lines from a famous poet Adam Gondwe ji. तुम्हारी फाइलों में गांव का मौसम गुलाबी है, मगर ये आंकड़े झूठे, ये दावे किताबी हैं. तुम्हारी मेज चांदी की, तुम्हारे जाम सोने के, यहाँ जो मन के घर में आज भी फूटी रकाबी है. The fundamental problem with the Indian economy is it is getting into K-shape. The per capita income of every Indian is around $2,800. But if you just remove Ambani and Adani from it, it becomes 2,655. If you just remove 5% of the top creamy layer of India, it remains around $1,500. That is even lesser than the Ghana and lot of countries which lives in pathetic situation. So that is the 95% of Indians how they are living. If you call 5% Indians being great in economy, great in having a lot of financial advantage, fine. I mean, I don't understand, are we talking about the entire country, 140 crore people, or are we focusing on only 5 to 10% privileged Indian? And Navika, in your statement only, you clearly mentioned that Modi is the Prime Minister for only Andhra Pradesh and not for Karnataka. I wish, because Modi is a Prime Minister for entire India. If something is happening in Karnataka, he should be proud of. In the same joy when he proud of something happening in Andhra Pradesh. Now coming back to potholes, you raised a very important issue. So let me give you one more data. The highest number of deaths happen in potholes is Uttar Pradesh. Second is Madhya Pradesh. You can fact check me on that data. The number of deaths happens based because of the potholes. Uttar Pradesh tops, Madhya Pradesh is the number 2. I'm talking about last 2 years. I'm not going beyond that. Coming back to the development in Bangalore, Bangalore has more than 100 Fortune 500 companies head offices. It is having world-class infrastructures. Bangalore do have a problem of area, and it has a constraint because it has to rely on building flyovers on top of flyovers. So a lot of work keep happening in Bangalore, and because of that, because of those services, people do have problem. And we appreciate you gave the name of Mohandas, Pai or Shaw. I appreciate their concern. And we are working towards it. We are committed to fill all the potholes. We have allocated around 2,200 crore budget to fill all potholes by 31st October itself.
Actually, so, Kumar Mishra, the only work that is actually happening in Karnataka is dinner, politics. Where who's going to be the chief minister when that 2.5-year period is going to finish? That is the major agenda of governance that is happening in Bangalore, sir. Potholes to chal rahe hai. And yes, there are companies. I said Bangalore is the Silicon Valley of India. But the fact of the matter is it wasn't built only by you. The fact of the matter is people are wanting to leave Bangalore and go out now when you are running the government there. But Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, inko sahi kuch nahi dikhta. What they can see is only Modi hate. Because IMF numbers don't matter to them, World Bank numbers don't matter to them, the Google investments, the Apple investments don't matter to them. What matters to them is how to get together and hate Modi.
Navika, let me make it very clear that it is a proud moment for every Indian. And there cannot be any doubt that under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, when we ask the world, you've heard of how's the Josh? If I could replace it by confidence, how is the confidence? The world says for India, high hai. And that is why, be it the World Bank, be it the IMF, every institution is saying that the leader is Shri Narendra Modi ji and he is leading from the front. Is it a mean feat? We have a stable government for the last 11 years, unlike the Congress government where we were pledging gold. We have the 4th largest economy in the world, the fastest growing economy amongst the major economies, a forex reserve of $700 billion US. And the inflation is at its all-time low at 1.5% that I read day before yesterday. Now, it is a matter of pride also because we know that earlier we used to say that Indians are leading the big firms and companies in the US. Now, Google or Microsoft or Apple, they are actually investing in India. And it is a matter of pride that Google comes forward and says we will invest in India to the tune of 15 billion US dollars because they feel the markets here are robust. We have a very stable government that is pro-investment and the future is of India. Now the problem with the Congress, if I could say so, it is right there at the top. Rahul Gandhi said India is a dead economy, endorsing the statement of Donald Trump. Let me tell, it is important that Rahul Gandhi should leave the side of the naysayers, stop whining, because India is celebrating, we are rejoicing, and we know that there is an inherent strength in our economy and our leadership. My next point would be a very important number. Just to give you an example, defense export at the time of the Congress was around 686 crore. Navika, in 2024, do you know what it is? The export is 24,000 crore, up 35 times. And the Congress should introspect what was the problem during their regime. One, policy paralysis. A file was never cleared because the fake Gandhi Parivar expected commission in every deal, be it the defense deal or a land deal or an environmental clearance. The second was corruption. At its highest,
you are the epitome of corruption.
The government said the Congress government asked for 15 to 20%.
Your party has become the epitome of corruption, and you are talking about the bribe.
Navika,
Look
this
at
is
the
unfair.
infrastructure condition.
It actually breaks my flow.
Every building.
No, what corruption are you talking about? Sir, please look at your own backyard, but allow Gaurav Bhatia to complete his point.
Navika ji, look at the...
Hold on, Ashwini ji, you made your point. Hold on. Have the courtesy to listen to the response.
Issue like this.
Yes, Gaurav Bhatia, go on.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Now, I was just pointing out the illnesses that prevailed during the Congress government. It disturbed the Congress spokesperson. That is good because it should pinch him. That is the way they were eating Bharat like a termite. I would like to also mention one fact. The kind of reforms that have taken place. GST, dreamt by P. Chidambaram. But could they implement? Navika, the answer is no. Narendra Modi ji implemented GST and now brought in a reform by GST 2. Second, insolvency code. Read the judgment of the Supreme Court, Swiss ribbons case. What did the Supreme Court say? It appreciated the Modi government that we were able to bring in such an enactment which was need of the hour. Do you know we have recovered 3 lakh crore through the insolvency code? And most important, direct benefit transfer. 50 lakh crore has been transferred to various beneficiaries all across India and without a rupee being, diverted to other things like used to happen in the Congress government. So I would just say India is in safe hands. Narendra Modi ji is leading from the front, and it gives me immense satisfaction that we are also playing a small role, be it a citizen, be it a journalist, be it any other organization. Only the Congress and the opposition is being a naysayer and they are whining. Thank you.
Well, Sohail said, allow me to ask you this question.
Allow me to reply.
Are we in a situation where everything is sorted out? Certainly not. Are there miles to go before we sleep? Of course. Many things that India still has to achieve. Is there total equality? Is everybody enjoying the fruits of growth? Certainly not. There are gaps that have to be filled, and those are gaps that we have to work on. It's work in progress. Having said that, I just want to ask you as a citizen, as somebody who looks at corporate India, as somebody who looks at the economy, do you believe in the model that Narendra Modi has to offer, or do you believe in the model that whatever Narendra Modi is doing is wrong? We don't have a model. Our model is a model of potholes. Our model is a model of trying to take money from temples to run the economy. Our model is a model of an united opposition where the opposition is not united. 48 hours, probably less than that, 36 hours left for the first round of nominations in Bihar to get over. There is not even a seat sharing arrangement that has been announced so far. What is the comparison between the two sides? Can you please give us your thoughts?
So, Navika, I'm unable to understand how much hatred and bitterness do people have for Narendra Modi, and they're entitled to have that. Why do you always allow that to spill over onto India and therefore Indians? Why do you disbrand India when you don't need to? Why can't you see the good? Why can't you see the glass half full? Why is it that in every solution you assiduously find a problem? You know, Ashwani made some important points, but look at, if I was listening to Ashwani, not knowing Ashwani, you know, as the spokesperson, I would say, look at this man. He has a count of all the potholes in various states, but not of the investment. And I'm sure he has the investment count. But what is it that you say? And let me tell you one thing, Navika. You may hate Narendra Modi's ideology, his politics, BJP, whatever. Ask people who are in business. Don't ask the politicians. The politicians will always fight to serve their own purpose, no matter which party they belong to. If it's the BJP, the Congress, Aam Aadmi, Samajwadi, they are in it for power. The people are in it for progress. Understand the aspirations of the people, and that is qua progress. When an Apple, when a Microsoft, when a Google comes here, they don't employ people from Fiji or from Guatemala. They employ people from India. They employ Indians. They make Indian families come to a life of provision, of dignity, of decency. That's what we should celebrate. You know, every time I'm hearing this nonsense, Ambani, Adani, actually there are millions of Indians who are doing brilliantly well, but you don't want to name them because A, you don't know, and B, you can't. My point is, there is enough to celebrate as far as India's economic progress is concerned. You talk about a dead economy, the only thing dead are brain cells in the people who believe we are a dead economy. The only thing dead is our ability to see beyond our nose. The only thing dead in India is, amongst a few people, the magnanimity and the grace to give credit where it's due. There will never be a perfect India. There is no perfect country. America is going through its own ravages. Europe is going through its own ravages. Latin America is going through its own ravages. Africa is burning. There is never a perfect storm. But can we aspire? Can we inspire? Can we emulate? The answer is yes. Because we are Indians. We are a civilizational legacy. We are not a republic of nexuses. We are not a recent country. My point to Ashwani, to everyone, 1 minute, I didn't interrupt you. You know, keep quiet until people finish. Have the decency to take part in a debate by allowing someone else to finish. I didn't interrupt you. That's the other problem, Navika. We have lost all sense of debate civility. So I will end, because Ashwani is in a rush to say something. I will end by saying, I detest all political parties. But I will give credit where it is due. Let me tell you, when governments, whether they belong to the Congress or the BJP, perform, we must salute them. I said when Rahul Gandhi did the Bharat Jodo Yatra that it was a remarkable step. We give credit where it's due. There are Congress chief ministers who've done remarkably well. I will doff my hat for the rest of my life to Dr. Manmohan Singh and how brilliantly he led the economic environment of our country. I think Narasimha Rao of the Congress paved the way for India's economic liberalization. No taking it away from them. But then Modi's doing something, give him the credit. Now, if you don't
absolutely, and Amit Chamai, I come back to the basic point. I come back to the basic point, Amit Chamai, and that basic point is, are there two religions in this country? One which is pro-development, which Narendra Modi is following, and the other which is Modi hate. कुछ भी कर लो, मोदी के खिलाफ बोलना है, मोदी की सरकार के खिलाफ बोलना है, उस सरकार के हर काम के खिलाफ बोलना है. When there is a $15 billion investment that comes up, and that investment could have gone to any state, they chose Andhra Pradesh. They chose Andhra Pradesh, and let's not minimize this. Chandrababu Naidu has been called the IT chief minister in his first avatar in the early 1990s when I followed him as a young reporter. He's no novice at this game. So he has a track record It's not that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister only of Andhra Pradesh, as the statement was made by Ashwini just now. The fact of the matter is there are credentials, there is trust, and there is confidence that goes in there. That confidence is displayed by the IMF, by the World Bank. As an Indian, should you not feel proud about that? Why don't you feel proud? Why should we believe people like the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, who says, koi pothole nahi hai. If there is a pothole, so what? We are the best. You know, they don't even see the reality. Is that not a problem?
देखिए, इंडिया ब्लॉक की तरफ से मैं बहुत साफ कह देना चाहता हूं कि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी से इंडिया ब्लॉक नफरत नहीं करता है, समाजवादी पार्टी नफरत नहीं करती है, माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी नफरत नहीं करते हैं। हमें नफरत, हमें समस्या, हमें गुस्सा तब आता है कि जब 647 अरब डॉलर के कर्जे में नरेंद्र मोदी ने प्रो कॉर्पोरेट नीतियों की वजह से हमें डुबा दिया हो। हमें तब गुस्सा आता है कि जब यह कहा जाए कि आईएमएफ में इंडिया का रेटिंग तो सुभान अल्लाह आ गया है, लेकिन जब हम ये कहें कि आईएमएफ वर्ल्ड बैंक के सामने सबसे बड़ा दुनिया का कर्जा जो देश ले रहा है वो नरेंद्र मोदी जी के बतौर प्राइम मिनिस्टरशिप भारत है। आज सबसे बड़ा कर्जदार हमको कटोरा लेके खड़ा कर दिया है मोदी जी ने वर्ल्ड बैंक के दरवाजे पे। हमें इस पे गुस्सा आता है। मोदी जी पे हमें नफरत नहीं है उनसे, हम सब मोहब्बत करते हैं, हमें प्रधानमंत्री जी हैं, लेकिन जब वो देश की बात नहीं करते। आप हमारे उत्तर प्रदेश में सोहेल सेठ भाई, हम आपसे निवेदन करेंगे, अभी माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी हमारे पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश की जितनी भी एमएसएमई है उस पर वो निगाह रखे हुए हैं, उनसे लोग मिलने आ रहे हैं। आप जानते हैं सोहेल भाई, हमारा जो कारपेट एक्सपो मार्ट है, हमारा जो भदोई का, हजारों करोड़ टैरिफ की वजह से उनका माल पोर्ट पे पड़ा हुआ है, और जो मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी का वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट वन प्रोडक्ट है उसमें मदद नहीं मिल रही है। हमारा आगरा, कानपुर, उन्नाव का टिंडी इंडस्ट्री जहां से तकरीबन 30 लाख लोगों को रोजगार मिलता है, वो उनके हाथ में कटोरा थमा दिया नरेंद्र मोदी ने टैरिफ की वजह से। इसलिए हमें उन पे गुस्सा है। हम ये चाहते हैं कि अगर आप ट्रंप जी आपके मित्र है, आज भी कल भी उन्होंने धमकाया कि पाकिस्तान इंडिया साथ नहीं रहेंगे तो हम 200% टैरिफ कर देंगे। सोहेल भाई, एक दिल है, कितनी बार जीतोगे भाई मेरे। समस्या हमें है कि हमारा एमएसएमई कॉर्पोरेट ट्रस्ट नीतियों की वजह से बर्बाद हो रहा है, और ये जो हम कर्जे ले रहे हैं दुनिया से, मित्रों को, आपके मित्रों को सोहेल भाई, आपके मित्रों को माफी किया जा रहा है, माफी किया जा रहा है। आयुष्मान में आपने पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो स्मार्ट सिटी में, क्योटो बन गया वाराणसी हमारा, बन गया क्योटो। नहीं, कौन सा मित्र, कौन मित्र आप बोल रहे हैं? नहीं, क्या मित्र? आप बार बार मित्र, कौन मित्र?
सोहेल भाई आप सुन नहीं पाए, आप लोग सुनना नहीं चाहते ना, आप भी वन वे हो गए हो आजकल। आपसे मोदी जी की तारीफ सुनना,
नहीं, मैं सुनना चाहता हूं।
मैं ये कह रहा हूं, हम मोदी जी से
किसका मित्र? अरे
हम मोदी जी
बोल रहे हैं, कौन मित्र? आप
जो प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो मित्र हैं, जिनको आप लोग मानते हो, उन सब के बड़े बड़े जो कर्जे माफ किए गए,
बात क्यों कर रहे हैं?
से लोन लोगे, उनके कर्जे माफ करोगे। भारत के लोगों का क्या हुआ? मेरे मित्र भारत के लोग, भारत के नाम लीजिए, उनके लिए आपने रोजगार नहीं दिया, 2 करोड़ की नौकरी नहीं मिली। मोदी जी पे सवाल ना उठाओ, मोदी जी पे सवाल ना उठाओ, उनसे कहिए प्रधानमंत्री हमारे कॉर्पोरेट फोर्सेस का
आप रोज मेरे डिबेट में भी आके सवाल उठाते हो, आपको रोक कौन रहा है? तथ्य आपके पास होते नहीं है, फैक्ट्स, you don't have the fact, you will not see the reality, you will not see the GDP growth, you will not see the low inflation rate, you will not see the investments, but you will talk about issues without evidence, without facts at your command. Now, Jyotsna ji, what do you do about such an opposition, where opposition is a dharma on its own? There is no other dharma. opposition to anything that happens in this country is the only religion that they want to follow.
Navika ji, good evening and a good evening to all the fellow panelists. And I think for your question, Navika ji, I would say laugh at them and also feel pity for them. I'll tell you why. Because today I'm sitting here as a representative of the Telugu Desam party and as a representative of the government in Andhra Pradesh, the NDA government in Andhra Pradesh, where we are very proudly standing in front of the country saying that we have got the highest investment in the country, highest FDI into the country, that is $15 billion, and we are all proud as Indians. I'm not talking about Andhra Pradesh here. We are all proud. As Indians, we are all proud because we have put our country back in a state where people are coming to our country to invest, and this is the, I think, as you rightly quoted, the biggest, investment outside for Google. Now, Navika ji, I'll tell you one thing. Why I said I pity them, because the problem with them is they don't want to accept that we are working. Let's say you have very rightly quoted about Naidu ji. Yes, absolutely. And again, an add-on, because nobody has to again know about Naidu ji. Everybody knows about him, what he has done, how he has delivered, how he has created Cyberabad, and how he has created the brand Hyderabad, and how he has created the brand Andhra Pradesh back in 1990s, as you rightly quoted, Navika ji. But now we all have to talk about a man called Nara Lokesh. I'll tell you why. Because nothing comes for free and nothing comes as easily as these people think. As ऐसे बैठ के दो चार बातें मोदी जी पे बोल दो, दो चार बातें बीजेपी पे बोल दो चार बातें एनडीए पे बोल दो चार बातें टीडीपी पे बोल दो, नहीं होता नविका जी, ऐसा नहीं होता. This man Nara Lokesh, who am I talking to about right now, नविका जी, इन्होंने पिछले 13 महीनों से 13 months he has literally worked on this Google ka project. He went there. When he went to California, he spoke with them, and it is not me who is saying this. And also, there were certain requests that we have given to the central government asking for some minute changes in the national policy so that we can have a better FDI into the country and better FDI and investment for our state. Now, after all this, we are standing at a position where we have got $15 billion FDI and 2 lakh jobs almost confirmed for the youth of our state. And now I'm really proud of my state. Now I'm really proud of my leaders. Now I'm really proud of my government, the NDA government. Now, अभी किसी को रोना है, रोते रहेंगे. अब जैसे हमारे स्टेट में है एक पार्टी जो पिछले 5 साल में वहां पे सरकार चलाई थी, वो पार्टी तो दिन ब दिन रोते जा रहा है. कल भी उसका जो एक्स आईटी मिनिस्टर था बैठ के रो ही रहा है. अरे नहीं कैसे आ गया गूगल? भाई काम करोगे तो आएगा, काम करोगे तो आपको रिजल्ट दिखेगा. आज नरेंद्र मोदी जी काम कर रहे हैं, रिजल्ट दिख रहा है. नायडू जी काम कर रहे हैं, रिजल्ट दिख रहा है. लोकेश जी काम कर रहे हैं, रिजल्ट दिख रहा है. नहीं, अब आप ये बोलोगे कि हमारे स्टेट में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पॉचोल्स नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, वो आपकी बात है भाई. एंड नविका जी, लेट मी पुट इट वेरी क्लियरली हियर, neither Nara Lokesh ji nor any of us till date have spoken ill about Bangalore or Karnataka, because they are all our fellow Indians. Any investment that comes into any state, whether it is Andhra Pradesh or Karnataka or Tamil Nadu or Telangana or Uttar Pradesh or Maharashtra or any other state, Jammu Kashmir, any other state, it is coming into the country. We are Indians.
Absolutely.
Proud of it.
But that is not the spirit that we see. That is not the spirit that we see in the opposition, and that is...
Navika ji, 1 minute. Navika ji, 1 minute. Navika ma'am,
yes, Jyotsna.
जब इन लोगों को लगता है, when there is, see, we have to look from the investor point of view. When an investor says that I have a problem in a particular state, what is the harm? If I say, come to my state, we are the most youngest state. We are giving you the best of industrial policies. We are giving you the best of everything.
Absolutely, and that is what competitiveness actually matters. And that is what is the need of the hour. But रोने से क्या होगा? And रोने से क्या होगा? ये तो दुनिया कहेगी ना, क्योंकि अकरम साहब, वो गाना भी आपने सुना होगा, तुझको मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं. अश्विनी जी, आपके लिए भी है, तुझको मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं. But I just want to ask you, काम करोगे तो ये होगा. That is what Jyotsna ji just said. लेकिन काम कहाँ हो रहा है? अरे चुनाव आ गया है, राहुल गांधी और तेजस्वी में अभी तक तो सीट बंटवारा नहीं हो पाया, वो काम भी नहीं हो पाया. Tejasvi ji has gone and filed his nomination. He has done it alone. Nobody from the Congress was present there. No senior leader present there. Nobody from the left. Nobody from the Congress. But हम सब एकजुट हैं. Ekjut in what? Are you fighting elections together? No. Are you bringing governance models together? No. Do you have a common manifesto? No. What are you there together for? You are together because Modi hate is the only religion that is uniting you. And Akram Sahab, today I want to ask you, ये कैसे होगा?
सबसे पहले सभी को मेरा आदाब, नमस्कार। और नाविका जी, उम्मीद करता हूं कि आपने सभी को टाइम दिया, मुझे भी देंगी और इंटरप्ट नहीं करेंगे, ऐसा उम्मीद करता हूं। थोड़ा सा प्लीज, जो आपका सवाल है वो सवाल बहुत जायज है और मैं उसके बारे में मेरे पास कुछ जवाब है और वो जवाब मुझे लगता है कि आपको लेने चाहिए।
इसीलिए
जीडीपी का
इसीलिए पूछ भी रही हूँ सवाल।
आंकड़ा अभी IMF ने दिया है। हेलो, हाँ जी, नहीं जी बिल्कुल, मैं आपको तंज में नहीं, मैं आपकी बहुत कदर करता हूं, मैं कदरदान हूं आपका। आप प्लीज सुनिए, मैं आप पे कोई इस तरह से नहीं कह रहा हूं। वर्ल्ड हंगर इंडेक्स में इंडिया कहां है, जिसके ऊपर सीरियस कैटेगरी का रिमार्क लगा हुआ है। 150वीं देश के बाद खड़ा है। इतनी पिछड़े वर्ल्ड हंगर इंडेक्स में भारत खड़ा होता है। वर्ल्ड बैंक का जितना दबाव कर्ज विश्व में सबसे ज्यादा आज हिंदुस्तान स्टैंड करता है, भारत स्टैंड करता है। सबसे ज्यादा लोन का बोझ जो है उधार कर्ज का भारत के पास है। सुन लीजिएगा प्लीज। IMF क्या करता है, इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड क्या करता है, वो स्ट्रक्चरल एडजस्टमेंट प्रोग्राम के तहत वो आपके ऊपर में आपको बाध्य करता है कि आप किन किन चीजों पर आप खर्च करेंगे। मेरे एक साथी बोल रहे थे कि 868 करोड़ का तब बजट फंड था, डिफेंस फंड था और तमाम था। मैं वो सब मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हूं, बेकार की बातें मैं नहीं करता। मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूं कि आपने अगर ये कहा, जैसा मुझे थोड़ा समझ में आया कि स्टेट, हम एक फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर में रहते हैं, हम यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट में रहते हैं और किसी भी राज्य में कौन सी कंपनी आ रही है, कौन से इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है, वो हमारे देश में हो रहा है। हम बहुत खुश हैं। पर मेरा सवाल ये भी है कि 2019 में 2020 में जब आप अमेंड करके लेबर कोड बिल के साथ आप छेड़छाड़ करते हैं, क्या सिक्योरिटी है भारतीय मजदूरों की? क्या आप चीप लेबर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं? क्या सोशल सिक्योरिटी है उनकी? और क्या सिक्योरिटी भारत सरकार दे रही है अपने मजदूरों के प्रति, जहां एक एजिटेशन और यूनियन बनाने पर भी आपने प्रतिबंध लगाया है? दूसरी बात प्लीज सुन लें। दूसरी बात मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि जो भारत सरकार के अधीनस्थ फैक्ट्रियां चलती थी, जो हमारी डिफेंस की फैक्ट्रियां हैं, इंडियन ऑर्डिनेंस फैक्ट्री, इंडियन ऑर्डिनेंस क्लॉथिंग फैक्ट्री, आर्म्ड व्हीकल फैक्ट्री आवड़ी, शाहजहांपुर उत्तर प्रदेश में पड़ता है, क्लॉथिंग फैक्ट्री ऑफ शाहजहांपुर, पैराशूट के कपड़े जहां बनते हैं और आर्मी के कपड़े जहां तैयार होते हैं, इन सब जगह जहां पर 25,000 वर्कर्स काम करते थे, आज 2,000 वर्कर काम कर रहे हैं। ये मैं बोल कर कहीं गायब नहीं हो जाऊंगा, मैं यहीं रहूंगा। आप मेरा गिरबान पकड़ सकते, मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूं। इन मजदूरों का क्या होगा? लेबर कोड के बारे में आप कब बात करेंगे? जब आप इन्वेस्टमेंट के बारे में
मजदूरों का क्या होगा? तो अकरम साहब, आपको ये तब सोचना चाहिए जब 1.5 साल की सरकार चलाई थी। कोई नौकरी मांगने जाता था तो पुलिस उनको लाठियों से कैसे मारती थी। मैं भी कहीं नहीं जा रही, आप कहेंगे तो तस्वीरें दिखा दूंगी आपको अकरम साहब। लेकिन लेफ्ट पार्टीज का एजेंडा इस देश में रिफॉर्म आ चुके हैं। आपको शायद पता नहीं चला, 1991 से देश में रिफॉर्म्स आ गए हैं। अब देश में सरकारें जो फैक्ट्रियां चलाती थी वो एफिशिएंट नहीं होती थी, वो नहीं चलेंगी। टैक्स पेयर के पैसे पे आपका पॉलिटिकल एजेंडा नहीं चल सकता। मंदिरों के पैसे से गवर्नेंस नहीं हो सकती, ये आज कोर्ट्स भी कह रही हैं। लेकिन गौरव भाटिया ये बेकार की बातें नहीं करते, तो छोड़ो बेकार की बातें, क्योंकि बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत ना जाए रहना। इन्हें सही बातें समझा दीजिए। समय कम है, 40 सेकंड देती हूं आपको। गौरव भाटिया।
नाविका जी, ये तो भारत की बात ही नहीं करते हैं। इन सबकी हालत आपने अपने कार्यक्रम में देखी। केवल भारत खराब है, सब कुछ नष्ट हो गया, मोदी जी खराब है। और मैं शॉर्ट में कुछ बातें कहता हूं। हम इतने ही खराब है नाविका जी, 2014, 2019, 2024 में लोकसभा चुनाव 62 साल बाद कोई प्रधानमंत्री 3 बार लगातार जीता। उत्तर प्रदेश की बात कर रहे थे। 2017, 2022 में 2 बार योगी आदित्यनाथ जीते, 27 भी जीतेंगे। डुप्लिसिटी क्या है, हिपोक्रेसी क्या है, समझिए। इंडियन स्टेट गेट्स एन इन्वेस्टमेंट, इट इज अ स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया, बट दे सी स्टेट्स ऑल्सो एज बीजेपी रूल्ड, कांग्रेस रूल्ड, TMC ruled, left ruled, and that is the problem. They don't enjoy or they don't take pride when investment flows into India. And I must tell you, let's take the case of Gautam Adani. They could not even take his name. I will, for a reason. The hypocrisy is this. If he is targeted and a lot of things are said about him, he gets a clean chit from various institutions. But if he, don't speak in between, please. Navika, please. Whoever this person is.
Totally
very rude. Very rude. I'm making a very important point. Yeah, thank you.
Please go ahead, Gaurav Bhatia. Please go ahead.
Same Gautam Adani and Adani Group invests in Telangana and also in Karnataka, then he is good. So when they have double standards, even for a company or a group, this only shows that they cannot even promote entrepreneurs and industrialists in ensuring jobs for the common man. Now coming to UPA, you know, the grain was...
Gaurav, I'm completely out of time. I'm completely out of time. I will have to interrupt you there. But we did a survey and we asked Google in Andhra and IMF backing India, time to bury the dead economy pitch by Rahul Gandhi? What? This is what we asked. And how did people respond? 73% of the people said, yes, there is no debate on a dead economy. 20% people said no, 7% said can't say. 73% people believe that anybody who talks about India being a dead economy clearly either doesn't understand economics or doesn't understand numbers. We leave it at that for now because this debate has been done to death by every